Mokgweetsi Masisi. Botswana's Mokgweetsi Masisi isn't just a political figure, he's a testament to the transformative power of dedicated public service. Born in Masipa and nurtured in the capital, Gaborone, Masisi carries the torch of leadership with the same vigor as his father, Edison Masisi, a respected government official. His presidency, stretching from 2018, highlights milestones in improving Botswana's economic zones and social policies. But what's it like behind the scenes? This piece uncovers the nuances of his early life, family roots, and strategic achievements that have shaped not only his net worth but his enduring legacy in Botswana. The early life of Mokgweetsi Masisi. When we look at the life of a leader like Mokgweetsi Masisi, his early years paint a vivid backdrop that shapes his journey into the corridors of power. Born in a small Botswana village, his roots run deep in both tradition and political engagement, setting the stage for a remarkable life of leadership. Birth and family background. Mokgweetsi Eric Keabetswe Masisi was born on July 21, 1962, in Masipa, a village that resonates with tales of his upbringing. As the fifth son in a family of 7, he grew up in an environment steeped in public service. His father, the late Edison Selhomo Masisi, was a prominent figure, a long-serving cabinet minister and member of parliament for Masipa. Edison's commitment to Botswana's development wasn't just a political stance, it was a family legacy, one that Mokgweetsi would carry forward with distinction. Education and early interests. Education played a pivotal role in shaping young Mokgweetsi's life. He attended primary education at Thornhill Primary School, followed by secondary education at Marupula School, both located in Gaborone. These institutions are not just names but landmarks on his path to intellectual growth. His fascination with learning led him to the University of Botswana, where he graduated in 1984 with a Bachelor of Arts in English and History. Pursuing further academic excellence, Masisi attended Florida State University in the United States, focusing on education and instructional systems. This exposure to diverse educational philosophies ignited a passion in him for teaching and public service, eventually guiding his career choices. Imagine a bright teenager with a thirst for knowledge, absorbing lessons not just from textbooks, but from the world around him. This is how the seeds of his future were sown. Career progression. Mokgweetsi Masisi's journey in politics is a testament to his dedication and commitment to public service. With a career that has been punctuated by significant milestones, Masisi's progression highlights a narrative of resilience and impactful leadership. Entry into politics. Mokgweetsi Masisi first entered the political arena from the educational sector, leveraging his experience as a schoolteacher and his role with the United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF. His transition into politics was marked by a desire to influence change on a national scale. In 2009, Masisi made his official debut into the political scene as a member of parliament for the Masipa constituency, representing the Botswana Democratic Party, BDP. His election victory was the beginning of his climb up the political ladder, where he sought not only to represent his constituents but to introduce policies that would underpin Botswana's growth and development. Key political roles. Ministerial appointments. From the outset of his political career, Masisi's potential was clear. He was quickly appointed as an assistant minister for presidential affairs and public administration. Demonstrating his capability in governance, he was soon elevated to the Minister of Presidential Affairs and Public Administration. In this role, he was instrumental in steering domestic policies and managing significant governmental programs. Vice Presidency. His most notable position before the presidency was his appointment as the Vice President of Botswana in November 2014, a role he held until April 2018. As Vice President, Masisi's influence expanded, allowing him to oversee government programs which had a lasting impact on public administration and policy enforcement. Legislative achievements. During his time as Vice President, Masisi focused on various socio-economic initiatives, which significantly contributed to Botswana's landscape, particularly in education and health. His leadership style, characterized by strategic thinking and decisiveness, was evident in his approach to these key areas. Masisi's trajectory in politics wasn't merely about ascending through the ranks, it was about leaving a legacy. Each role he took on was a stepping stone, cementing his status as a visionary leader committed to the betterment of Botswana. As his career progressed, it became evident that Masisi was preparing not just for leadership, but for transformative change within his nation. Presidency of Mokgweetsi Masisi. The presidency of Mokgweetsi Masisi marks a significant era in Botswana's political landscape. Since assuming the office in April 2018, Masisi's leadership style has been riddled with both prominent achievements and formidable challenges. Achievements as president. Mokgweetsi Masisi's tenure as Botswana's president has been highlighted by a series of impactful initiatives. His administration focused significantly on economic diversification, primarily through the Vision 2036 policy, which aimed to pivot Botswana towards a knowledge-based economy. This vision involved integrating information and communication technology, ICT, in education, making the youth more research-oriented and adaptive to innovative solutions. This policy not only addressed the need for modernizing education but also aimed at preparing Botswana for a future defined by technological advancements. Masisi also made strides in environmental conservation, advocating for sustainable practices and managing Botswana's rich natural resources wisely. His emphasis on conservation sought to ensure that the country's famed wildlife and natural landscapes not only attracted tourism but were preserved for future generations. Social welfare was not ignored either, with reforms introduced to improve healthcare systems and bolster public health responses. This included enhancing access to medical services across rural Botswana, ensuring that health improvements reached the wider population. These efforts were recognized internationally, showcasing Botswana as a model for balancing development with social welfare. Challenges faced. Masisi's presidency has not been without its hurdles. Perhaps one of the most notable challenges was political opposition both from within his party and from external rivals. The ruling Botswana Democratic Party, BDP, which Masisi leads, faced significant pressure and criticism culminating in the party losing its parliamentary majority in recent elections. This shift marked the end of the BDP's uninterrupted governance and demanded urgent reassessment of party strategies and alliances. Economic issues also posed a significant challenge, with fluctuations in global markets impacting Botswana's diamond-dependent economy. The diamond trade, a major economic pillar, faced downturns that triggered a ripple effect across employment and national revenue streams. This necessitated rapid responses and adjustments in economic policies, demanding resilience and swift action from Masisi's administration. In addition to these obstacles, Masisi had to navigate complex relationships with influential political figures, further entangling the administrative landscape. Balancing these dynamics while striving to implement service delivery and maintain development agendas tested his leadership on multiple fronts. These challenges, however, illustrate the volatile nature of governance and the constant need for adaptation and leadership, reinforcing the intricate dynamics at play in Botswana's political framework under Masisi's reign. Mokgweetsi Masisi's lifestyle. Behind the public persona of Botswana's president Mokgweetsi Masisi is a man with personal interests and commitments that add depth to his character. The choices he makes in his leisure time, and the causes he supports, paint a picture of a leader with a diverse and compassionate outlook. Personal interests and hobbies. Mokgweetsi Masisi's life isn't solely devoted to politics. He's a person who values time spent in activities that refresh the mind and spirit. Reading has always been a significant part of his life, a habit that's not just a pastime but a foundation of his intellectual pursuits. From intense biographies to thought-provoking political theories, the books he reads reflect a leader committed to understanding the world. Another passion that Masisi nurtures is public speaking and debating. From his early years, he displayed a knack for articulating thoughts with clarity and conviction. A keen debater, he often engaged in discussions that broadened his perspective on critical issues. Masisi also shows a profound interest in conservation, not just as a political strategy but as a personal passion. His commitment to preserving Botswana's rich natural heritage is evident in his public addresses and initiatives. Conservation isn't merely an agenda item for him, it's a calling that echoes through his lifestyle choices. Philanthropic activities. The philanthropic side of President Masisi speaks volumes about his dedication to social welfare and humanitarian causes. Throughout his career, he has been involved in various charitable activities that aim to uplift underprivileged communities. In partnership with his wife, he has supported multiple initiatives focused on education and health. Their collaboration with the Merck Foundation highlights their commitment to effective healthcare delivery in Botswana, especially in tackling gender-based violence and supporting women in vulnerable situations. Masisi's initiatives often involve collaborations at both local and international levels. He's known for advocating for inclusive and sustainable trade that benefits all sectors of society. This advocacy extends beyond mere policy discussion to active participation, ensuring that Botswana's growth remains equitable. Through these pursuits, Mokgweetsi Masisi exemplifies a lifestyle that intertwines leadership with personal passions and social responsibility, offering a multifaceted approach to both governance and community engagement. Net worth of Mokgweetsi Masisi. In understanding Mokgweetsi Masisi's net worth, we explore how his career in politics and any additional ventures contribute to his financial standing. His role as Botswana's president suggests a primary income stream through governmental salary, though there's more we can consider when sketching a broader picture of his wealth. Sources of income. Mokgweetsi Masisi's financial portfolio is primarily built on his earnings from his political career. Serving as the president of Botswana, he receives an annual salary estimated at $66,713. However, like many leaders globally, Masisi's total net worth isn't solely reliant on his official salary. Political career. As president, Masisi's compensation package involves benefits that complement his salary, supporting his lifestyle as a head of state. Other ventures. While detailed information about private business engagements is scarce, it's not uncommon for leaders to invest in areas such as real estate or agriculture, given Botswana's rich natural resources. This could contribute to an estimated net worth of around $2 million. Comparison with other leaders. When comparing Mokgweetsi Masisi to other African leaders, it's clear that his financial stature is relatively conservative. Leaders across the continent come from varying economic backgrounds, influenced largely by the wealth and economic conditions of their respective countries. Cyril Ramaphosa, South Africa, with a net worth reportedly in the billions, Ramaphosa's wealth dwarfs that of Masisi. His business acumen and investments vastly surpass what Masisi has accumulated. Paul Kagame, Rwanda. Known for his influence and economic focus, Kagame's net worth is believed to be more robust than Masisi's, reflective of his impactful tenure in Rwanda's development. Nana Akufo-Addo, Ghana. Similar to Masisi, Akufo-Addo's wealth largely stems from political roles, though his country's diverse economy may provide avenues for additional wealth accumulation. Mokgweetsi Masisi's story is one of dedication to public service and the pursuit of bettering Botswana. His journey from a small village to the presidency illustrates a life marked by commitment both to family legacy and national development. Masisi's focus on uplifting Botswana through education, economic reforms, and social welfare has left an indelible mark on the nation's fabric. His lifestyle and leadership, blending personal passions with political objectives, underscore his multifaceted influence. Though his presidency faced challenges, his vision for Botswana's future remains impactful. As Masisi continues to shape his legacy, one wonders how his efforts today will resonate in the future.